Well, as Jim mentioned, we live in Bloomington, Indiana. That's my home turf. I grew up in that area. We're southern Ohio, southern Indiana area. And been living in Bloomington for almost 30 years. So I really dearly love the Midwest. And one of the things I dearly love about it is the traditional music from our home area. A lot of the people who settled there came up from Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia, either recently or many generations ago, and brought all the traditions of their Appalachian culture with them. And so Appalachian music extends out from the Appalachian Mountains into our area. It's very, very deeply rooted there. And we'd like to play some fiddle tunes from right exactly where we live. These are tunes we learned from our dear friend Joe Dawson. Joe's 82 years old now. He's a fiddle player, and he's been playing the fiddle since he was 10. He grew up on a farm just south of Bloomington and with his grandparents. And his grandfather was a fiddler too, taught him how to play, and there were loads of fiddlers and banjo and ukulele and guitar players all throughout the hills there. So Joe has this very special repertoire of local traditional music that we have been learning steadfastly for me for about 10 or 11 years. And we always like to share some of that music whenever we play out in public. So.
Private sometimes too.
Yeah, so we play a lot with Joe, and he's our neighbor and really a member of our family in a way. He doesn't have any living members of his family, so we've kind of become a family unit. And I know there are a lot of musicians in the audience, and just want to let you know that if you're watching my left hand and wondering what the heck is going on, Joe doesn't ever use the pinky of his left hand. He uses just 3 fingers for all of his fingering. And to really play his tunes with all the nuances that are true to his style, you really have to finger them the way he does. So that's what I do. And that results in a little bit of slipping and sliding around, which is all an important part of the music. So let's see, what shall we play? How about Old Leather Britches? Okay. And let's start with Betty and Beauty.
Okay.
And then Old Leather Britches, and then I might throw something else in.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll be alert and ready.
All right. So the first tune is a traditional waltz from our area. I've never heard it played anywhere else in the country. And Joe no one really knew the name of it. For a while they called it the stop waltz. Some people called it that. It has this little hesitation moment in it. But I suggested that Joe give it a proper name at one point, and he decided to name it after the 2 workhorses that he farmed with. They didn't have any machinery on their farm. They did everything by hand and with horses. And these 2 horses were named Betty and Beauty. And they were sisters, Betty and Beauty. They were black horses with a white star on the forehead and some white around their feet. And Joe plowed countless miles with those horses and hauled timber out of the woods and did everything. And they had a great rapport, Joe and Betty and Beauty did. So ever since he named this tune Betty and Beauty, it's taken on all kinds of new, deeper meaning for all of us. So it's a beautiful tune. And after that, we'll play another tune that seems to be unique to our area. And again, Joe didn't have a name for it, but he said his grandmother used to sing a few words to the melody. And she sang, "Old leather breeches full of stitches, kicked him out of bed 'cause he had his trousers on."
You come away with lots of advice when you hang around Joe Dawson.
Yeah. So we call the tune Old Leather Britches. And I might throw in a 3rd tune. And good luck with that one.
Thank you very much.
And,
appreciate it.
Okay, Betty and Beauty.